Sup. I just want to cover a topic or a real quick. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak now. Holy freak. A recent repair that I did, and just go over the details and outline a little bit of the fixes and repairs I did to complete the repair. Essentially, if I can pull it out of its case, is a MacBook 2019 that I had the privilege of getting from one of my friends, which was broken. It's not broken now, but it's before. Even if you can see, yeah, the screen works, although prior to like a week, 2 weeks ago, it was not. But I'm trying to make a video on it now, just detailing, yeah, things that I ran into. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very stressful repair. In doing so, a lot of tiny screws and a lot of tiny bits that I would go over in the details. If I could switch scene, okay, cool. So hopefully, most likely we'll have to cut out this part. Some of the things with the difficulty that came with replacing the screen. The screen ran me 219 according to the screenshot. Although coming across the laptop was like 100, 150. I think it was 150 that my friend wanted. And the screen replacement was 219. A very expensive laptop. I think it doesn't come with the M1. It's an i5 with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is still awesome, and especially for the price point. Screen replacement took over an hour, 2 hours to get it completely done, and even still, I wasn't perfect at it, I will say. And honestly, I don't think I'll be able to open it up. Yeah, I will not actually be able to open up the computer. That is so unfortunate. It looks like one of the screws does not fit. Yikes. Okay, so I'll just go into the details. Covering some of the details in the computer. I'll have to put details or screenshots or even videos. I will outline the video of the one I followed to complete the job. But essentially, most of what will be done, oh goodness, that's a crack there, is through here, and that's the main connection of the computer, which can be seen here. This needs to be shut off, actually. Also, this has a touch bar, which I still disconnected and then reconnected with no issues. I was able to confirm that with my friend logging in, because it was his computer, and checking through there. So because I can't open it up, which is very unfortunate, most of the issues that you were having was seen here. I'll try to add screenshots. Seen here, here, and here. The hinge wasn't hard. All of the connections, there are little cables, or what is it called? Little cables, tiny cables, and different screw types that were all very tiny. Their partner removing 5 screws. That was issue 21 to 23 minutes. In the video, he saved my replacement cable. So the hinge that connected the cable through here, essentially I didn't put it on correctly, but in his video he said that to connect it a certain way that didn't make it so it shut, like you had to shut it very slowly. So instead of me closing it and it slamping on the or clamping on the cable, I was able to really quickly close it, catch the brake, and essentially resolve it there. That only took 5 minutes, but it was cool for him to mention that, because without it, most likely would be stumped there. Had to dismantle the initial replacement screen, but I did not break anything. That's kind of a stupid note. Putting everything back together was just the video in reverse. Although there was a video where there's 5 screws here, 5 screws here. In his video, he outlines 5 screws, and just following along is cool. But if you follow along the 5 screws, he mishandles. That's the only one gripe. And so I had to dismantle the screws and then put it back. I really hate that I can't take it apart, which is weird because this is the same screwdriver, but no matter. Other notes, the screen was expensive, but that's just to be compared with Apple products. Hold on, let me get back here. The screws were all really tiny and in different sizes. It was imperative, according to the video notes, that he said that all screws have to be put back as they were, which is fine. Although if you take good notes and detail each screw, it essentially, allows you to, do it without failure. Although some of the screws are really strong, but there's a fear of stripping them. Again, hopefully I can show how tiny the screws were. It looks like Siri is on now. In doing so. My only gripe, the screen cables are extremely tiny and everything had to be put back with a few exceptions. Okay, I guess I'll just go off script from here. A few notes after this. putting it together. Some difficulties. The Wi-Fi antenna that runs through here, pretty annoying to put together. That took about 30 minutes because of how it's done. Hopefully, again, notes will be provided and screenshots will be provided in the video. Again, the screen, it took like, I would say a week to get here, but even regardless, replacing the screen wasn't that hard. It just took a while. Even still, I don't know if it can be picked up in the audio, but there's a crink, a very slight crink when opening the computer, which this is a gift, so I don't think she'll be mad about a free MacBook, but, you know, for the repairee, it's very annoying to hear. Although this is for my sister, and she shouldn't have, you know, have too many issues with it. Break here. How many minutes am I at? The price, it was really awesome for my friend to essentially donate, you know, a computer. Siri's still going off. And other than that, yeah, it's a gift, and everything works other than nothing. Oh yeah, and the screws are stripped, which I'm not gonna lie, these are the easiest part to dismantle. But even now, for the video's sake, I'm unable to get the screws back together. But as you can see, I do want to show it on the other. The computer is in working condition. You know, when it was previously cracked. I'll have to show, I guess, just a cracked screen, for example, like side by side. But yeah, the screen works. The repair was difficult, but you know, it was all right. Yeah, it does that on initial boot up, and then it just goes from there. Yes, no. Oh, and it even shows the touch bar active there. Probably should back up. The touch bar active. Okay. Thank you, and yeah, that'll be it.